All right, what's up, friends? Coach Matt here, and I'm going to do my retest. So I've done 8 weeks of training, and I'm going to retest and redo my physical assessment movements. So the first one is the one-legged scale. I'm going to just look at the angles of my body before and after on this movement and see if I notice any difference. Has my range of motion or control in the movement increased? Okay, next I'm going to go for my broad jump test. See how far I can jump from a standing still position. I'll do 3 attempts just like I did last time. Can't count that one because my hands went down. One difference is you can see I don't have my shoes on, which is not going to help me much for this test or for measuring the back of the heel. I'm going to do one more. Okay, I'm going to measure it. 98. So I actually jumped. I think I had 98 before. Okay, 98 before. So I didn't necessarily make progress on that one. I'll chalk it up to not having shoes this time. But that's okay. I maintained it. So now, well, for strength, I actually did my strength test, my front squat test last week. And the results on that one as well were not really, I didn't really make progress on that lift. But an important perspective on that is I only got 4 front squat workouts in during that 8-week period. So I was only doing front squats once every other week. It's a movement that I was already coming in pretty skilled at. And the reality is that you can't really make progress, especially for a strength, power, or speed-based exercise. I don't think you can make progress if you're already skilled, if you're only exposing yourself to that movement every other week. I think it's something you've got to at least do once per week if you really want to make progress. But that's okay, I'm not too upset about it. So the next test is the banded push-up test. How many push-ups can I do in 30 seconds? Last time I got 19. Okay, ready, go. That wasn't that hard. 22. All right, I have been working on push-ups more than I was before. So that's showing me, okay, if you practice something, you're gonna get a little bit better at it. You don't have to necessarily get too attached to the results of this. Just look at it as an observation. I know I track my workouts. I know everything pretty much that I'm doing, and so I can take a look at what I did previously, and I can then evaluate that based on the results from this movement assessment. So I'm going to hope to get 7 nice clean reps. Another thing that's really important on this one, you know, a rep is technically hanging on a pull-up, is hanging all the way at the bottom and pulling the chin above the bar at the top. But there's also a timing component. So I just watched the tape from the previous one, and I want to keep the same tempo. Because if I might be able to get 8 quicker reps, sloppier reps, but I want to keep qualitatively the same, I want that to be standardized so I can really know if I've actually gotten stronger. One more. Okay, great. I was able to get one more rep this time. I'll count that as progress, and I'll attribute it again. I was pretty consistent doing my pull-up training, so that's awesome. One-legged side plank. And this is one where it's about really the qualitative aspect of it. So I can compare my tape, my video from before versus after, and see, am I able to keep my hips up a little higher? Is my spine more aligned or less aligned? But I'm looking at the angles of my body. That's what I'm quantifying. Just going to do a 15-second hold. Both sides. And release. And sometimes that might be really hard to tell a difference, but look carefully and you might notice something has changed. So for mobility, I'm looking at the back scratch test. So this is one where I feel like I actually do have some room for improvement. So let's see if my hard work on this has paid off. That's the easier side. Here's the tougher side. Woo! That's tough. Okay. The other one was the body bridge. Let's see how I do on this. Can I get more hip and shoulder extension is really what it comes down to. Okay. That one I would be surprised if I improved because I haven't worked on it enough. And then the last one is running a 30-second shuttle run. How many down and backs can I get? I measured this at about 12 meters. And I want to see if I can go, I did like 5 laps plus like 1/3 of a length. See if I can go a little further this time. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. I think I was just about to